what I decided to do was to make a bucket literally just for Discover payments. So if I was to spend anything out of any of these envelopes, like let's say I spent something out of entertainment on my credit card, I just took exactly that amount, put it into the Discover bucket in Ally, and made the payment to Discover. Ally knows that anytime Discover comes knocking looking for money, to pull it out of that Discover bucket that I created. That money that is pending for a few days from a credit card companies, I don't have to worry about miscalculating what I have left in the bank, because I know that it's not going to touch anything except for what's in that bucket specifically. Hi everybody, thanks for clicking on this video. Today it is time for me to do my June closeout. The month of June is done. All my spending for June is done and we're getting ready for a new payday. So I like to go back into my expenses to see how much I've spent, how much I've saved. Basically what I want to do is see how much I've spent that month and how much I've saved that month and how much savings I used that month. So that's what we're going to do. The first thing that I like to do is to open up to that monthly, first thing that I usually do is review my goals that I set at the beginning of the month. You guys hopefully saw that June monthly budget set up. So you can see here, I paid the car registration. Family fun events, I estimated that we would spend about $250. We actually did not touch a dollar out of the family fun event account because we didn't go to those events. It was just way too hot. Birthday, I had a friend who had a birthday. I did buy them a gift. Car trouble. So I estimated that my car repair would be about $500. In actuality, it was $1,070. Yeah, we're moving on past that. I was to focus on my emergency fund, which I did as far as savings go. Add vacation, sinking fund back to my automatic savings, which I did, and we actually are completely done saving for vacation, so that's good. 1 week no TV was a personal goal. I did that. Continue my 12-week year goals. I did that. Hopefully you can see on my channel I have a 12-week year series where I review each week to see how many goals I've met, and I habit track. 1 week without sweets. Yeah, did not do that one. That is still a struggle. So since I created this at the beginning of June, this goal here, I continue to try to reach that goal or at least to have sweets only a few times a week. I am practicing gratitude, which is a good thing. So for car emergency, we spent $1,070. For car registration, it was only $86.50, not the $90 that I thought. And for family fun, $250 was budgeted to be taken from that for events, and we ended up not spending anything. So we have a total right now in there of $340. Car registration at the end of June had only $1,436, and car emergency had $174.70. Next month, I'm going to increase my Discover payments, which I've already done the July monthly budget, and I am going to be paying $200 for Discover, so that is an increase. I'm going to watch my spending. I'm going to focus on my needs only, and I'm going to increase my daughter's clothing envelope because that's something that I need to focus on because the summer will be done soon and she'll be going back to school shopping. Lastly, vacation. What I am proud of, vacation fund is complete. Yay, confetti. Excursions are also paid for. So the only thing that I have to do for vacation is to pay for the pre and post hotel, which is about $500. I plan to do that in August. Don't ask me why I'm holding off because the money is in there. But I think because I'm using so much savings already, I just don't want to touch that until August. I don't know. It makes sense in my brain. In June, the first week of June, for my 12-week year goals, I got a 97% score, which was really, really good. That's the highest that I've ever gotten in a 12-week year. If you don't know what I mean, make sure you go watch one of those videos. I'll explain more about it. I did successful habit tracking for that, and I moved my cash wallet to Ally. That was one of my experiments this month. I try to do something different each month just to see if I can make my budget any better or any easier for myself. And that worked really well, so I'm going to continue to use Ally for my cash buckets, you know, for entertainment, spending, essentials. I have different buckets for budget categories. And with Ally, if you plug in the store that you go to, it can automatically pull from the correct budget category. So I really do like that. I will add a link in my description box. If you're interested, I believe Ally gives you a $25 credit. I'm not 100% sure, but I will put the details again in the description box. So down below here, my total paycheck income was $3,520. I saved 20%, which was $700.79, plus my YouTube income of $156. We had a total savings of $856.79. No spends right here. I wrote that down somewhere because that is part of my habit tracking, so I do know how many days I'm spending and what days I am not. So for the month of June, I had a total of 17 no spend days. That's about 57%. Oh, why am I writing that there? So not bad. More than half of the month, I did not spend money. But I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with no spends, tracking those, because it doesn't really matter what days I spend on if I'm still spending. So unless it's a whole no spend month, I don't think it makes a huge difference because I'm still spending the money. All right, so this was the monthly budget for June. I did write that out. We followed it for the most part. The only thing unexpected was that car emergency repair, which was much more than I thought it was going to be. So this is the monthly setup that I made at the beginning of the month. I wrote down all my bills, which I do every month. Some of those goals over here. Another goal that I said, I forgot to mention this one, was to do 7,000 steps every day. I did it 22 days out of the 28 days that I count as June. And I got 76%. So that's pretty good. I could have done a little bit better. But for the most part, I am definitely being more active than I ever was before. What I'm also starting to do is to go back into the calendar if there were any events that were budget significant. So like the car repair, I wrote that in there. Sometimes it's important to know when you've had certain things done. So I did write that in there. In my Paycheck A closeout for June, I did put in more details as to what exactly was repaired, but I'll probably write that in here as well. And just that I got an estimate for my window that needs to be replaced and my windshield that also needs to be replaced. So yay, confetti. Not really. June, this is where I've highlighted the days that I no spend. This is from the Budget Mom. I think this one was like $1.99, but I really do like it because I can look back for the whole year and see, you know, where I'm spending and where I'm not. And then we get here to the last page of my actual spending. So these are the buckets that I have in Ally: essentials, shopping, dining, entertainment, gas, groceries, toiletries, and miscellaneous. So I put in a specific amount for each of these, and I am not to go over those. I did really good with staying in budget with those, and I actually had some money left in the accounts. I'll show you that when I go over my bank account remaining balances. And then I just wrote out everything that I spent. All of my bills are written out. I didn't write down what I spent in these categories just because it really didn't matter. I didn't go over budget in any of them. Some of them ended with 0, which is fine. But none of them were over budget, which was a nice thing to have Ally kind of do all the math for me. Well, these are basically all the bills that were paid. A Paramount, that bill came out for $12.99. It was only supposed to be $2.99 because I had a promotion. So I have to contact Amazon to see if there's a way I can have that updated, because I'm not paying $12.99 for another subscription. Like, if not, I'll take the loss on the $12.99 and just cancel it and, you know, be done with it. I always feel like I'm screaming when I film. Okay, sinking funds that I used. So I'll just show you all of these. So we used in the first paycheck, we used a total of how much? Let's see. We spent $1,343.50 from savings, that pay period, and then for the second, $612.52. So let me make sure that that is a total $1956.02 was spent. So most of that, of course, came from this car repair, car registration. These other things come out from sinking funds, or don't sink funds, as I like to call them, which are things I expect to come up, so I have money put aside already for them. Those I expect to spend. They're not long-term savings. The only thing I like to keep long-term are basically the vacation, the car emergency, and the home emergency, and the regular emergency fund for anything else in between that has to be paid for. So I expect to spend out of these, which is fine. So like I said, $1,343.50 was spent. Total savings for the different categories that I put money into was $700.79. I had a balance remaining of $33.08 in the envelopes that I had in Ally, so I actually used that to make a Discover payment. So total $733.79, but I ended up spending that $33.08 instead to Discover. So that was another good thing about Ally. What I decided to do was to make a bucket literally just for Discover payments. So if I was to spend anything out of any of these envelopes, like let's say I spent something out of entertainment on my credit card, I just took exactly that amount, put it into the Discover bucket in Ally, and made the payment to Discover. So Discover knows that Discover and Ally together, since I've assigned Discover payment to that Discover bucket, Ally knows that anytime Discover comes knocking looking for money, to pull it out of that Discover bucket that I created, which I really like that idea, because that money that is pending for a few days from a credit card companies, I don't have to worry about miscalculating what I have left in the bank, because I know that it's not going to touch anything except for what's in that bucket specifically. Okay, so lastly, I wanted to show you, I always go through my bank balances. So I did more of the same here at the top to see what was left. Specifically, I had $27.70 left in gas, which is great. I did put a little bit more in gas because we went out of town. We went on a road trip to do that for summer clothes for my daughter. We also, groceries and toiletries, had $5.38. Mom Beauty, which is my bucket, had $83.05 left. These are just some notes that I have, things that I did not do or need to do for the next coming month. So Ally ended with $116.13. Remember, those are only spending buckets. So it could have gone all the way to zero and it still would have been okay, because that's the plan. But we had $116.13. I paid $33.08 for Discover with that extra money that was there. And we're keeping the $83.05 in my envelope to spend at a later date. Both the other bank accounts, my main account has $100, which I don't think I am going to need that anymore if I'm going to continue using the Ally bank account. This is what I was using for any spending that I did online to cover that, and then I put the cash back in the bank, but I don't think I need that anymore. We'll see if I ever go back to cash for my wallet. Bill account also has a buffer of $100, which I'll probably start working on that once I'm done saving for the emergency fund, once I get that back to where it needs to be. Discover ending balance was $2,236.01. So basically, I haven't moved that. I want to get that, really want to pay this off by the end of the year, but that might be kind of tough. I'm going to try, but we'll see. Any extra money that I have, any rollover money, I'm going to try to put it towards Discover, except in maybe these last few envelopes. So the major envelopes here, anything left in there, I'm going to try to put that towards a Discover payment, hopefully knock that down. And of course, I'm making payments every 2 weeks to that as well. So total no spends for Paycheck B was 10. Total no spends for the month was 17. That's it. I mean, that's pretty much how I do my closeouts now. I used to make a big hoopla and try to get the beginning balance to match the end balance, and I just don't have the patience for all that. I really just want to know how much money I spent, where I spent the money, how much the bills are, so that if I ever need to go back and say, wait a minute, that bill went up, wait a minute, that bill was less, I can do something with the extra money, yada, yada, yada. That's what I want to pay attention to. And also, you know, what sinking funds I'm using in which months. That's important to me, because I'll know how much more I need to save during that time period. Like next year, I'll know that I need to put some money aside maybe for her summer clothes. Maybe that's it. That's it. As far as my sinking funds go, what is my sinking fund balance as of the end of June? Let me check. Okay, here is my sinking fund and savings tracker. This took me hours and hours and hours to create, but I love it. It's the best thing that I've created in my life outside of my daughter. It took so long, but here we go. We have a total of $10,031.47, which is way less than I started with. I started the year with $20,000. There's a video on it at the end of last year, and I was super excited because I had never saved that much money in my whole life, and I saved it in 2 years doing this budgeting method that I do. But you know, it's okay. We did it once, we can do it again. You know, we will overcome. All right, I'm done. That's when I know it's time for me to stop filming. Yeah, that's it for me today. Question of the day is, do you have any questions for me about Ally? Because I started out the month not being sure whether I was going to like Ally because it was harder for me to set up the buckets. So if you guys are interested in, you know, maybe me showing you how to create a bucket in Ally and how to make different budget settings, please let me know. I'll be happy to do that. I have mentioned that I am looking into creating memberships, so that'll probably be a behind the scenes thing that I go in and show you, and also like my sinking funds, just some things that I can give you guys more details on so you can create these methods for yourself. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. Actually, I want to know how much you saved. Let's keep it on a positive note. How much did you save last month? And since you're budgeting now, are you saving more than you ever were before? So for those of you that are cash stuffers or budgeters, or if you've been doing this for a while, how much have you saved? How much have you saved in the last month? And what helps you save more money now than before you were budgeting? All right, that's it for me today. I really appreciate it. As always, I want you to remember it is about progression and not about perfection. Thanks for watching and happy saving. Bye.